everybody, I'm Miguel with LouisvilleDrummer.com and you're watching the latest episode of Drumming 101 with Miguel. I'm really excited. We're going to start a brand new series today called A Little More Than 2 and 4. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finding ways to take this 2 and 4 beat and make it unique, make it individual, for you to add your own flavor to the music. That's right, the flavor. That's the ingredient in which all music is tasteless without. So how can we take this beat that is in almost every song and make it individual? Well, the first thing is, a lot of new drummers might be asking, what on earth is a 2 and 4 beat? What does that even mean? Well, let me simplify it for you. A 2 and 4 beat refers to music that has 4 beats in a measure. We just count that by saying 1, 2, 3, 4. The snare drum hits on beats 2 and 4 on a 2 and 4 beat. So let's hear what that sounds like. Alright, if you have made it this far in the video, you can successfully play about 50 million tunes that have been recorded in history and probably about the next 50 million tunes that will be recorded in the near future. Congratulations, I applaud you. If you can profit off of that, I commend you even more. For those of us that want to take this even further, shall we continue? So here's what's going to happen. We're going to take this beat and we're going to try and make it different. One technique that a lot of drummers use is they take the bass drum that's often played on beats 1 and 3 of that and just displace it. They'll add 8th notes or 16th notes and change the rhythm to make the 2 and 4 beat just a little more special. So let's hear one example of how we can do that with the bass drum. Okay, cool, man. Now that we've got a new bass drum rhythm for the 2 and 4 beat, how can we make this even more different? So the first thing that I usually try is, well, why don't I go to the hi-hat and open it up a little bit and see what it sounds like with an open sloshy hi-hat. And then the second thing I usually try is go into the ride and just get in a big washy ride cymbal on top of that. So let's hear what both of those options sound like. Alright, cool, man. Now we've got our two options here. The sloshy hi-hat and the washy ride, right? Sloshy and washy. So now, half of the bands out there are going to say, man, that's perfect. Don't change a thing. I love it, okay? And you should do exactly that. I want you to be sensitive to the musicians that you're playing with. Just because you can expand a beat doesn't mean that you should. For those of you that have bands that say, man, that's awesome, it's tough, but we want more. Here's what you do. You look them right in the eye, you praise God for the opportunity, you smile and say, I'm going to give you more. And then this is what you do. You take the beat from there and you decide, how can I expand on this? How can I make it even bigger? And I'll tell you what I did with this beat. I decided that I liked the washy ride cymbal, for example, okay? And I want to make it even bigger, but I want to keep that ride cymbal going for some reason. So how can I make this beat bigger while maintaining that ride cymbal and the 2 and 4? Well, here's what I came up with. I found a way to actually transfer that bass drum rhythm to the toms. And what I did is I just went from playing the straight notes all on the ride cymbal to alternating between the ride cymbal and my lower floor tom. And then I switched the bass drum pattern from playing on my bass drum to the toms, especially this high tom here with my left hand. And then my bass drum and hi-hat just played quarter notes, the straight notes from then on. Okay? That sounds like a lot. So let me repeat it, okay? My ride cymbal is no longer just playing the ride. It's actually going between the ride and the floor tom. My left hand is going to be playing that bass drum rhythm now on the high tom and going to play the snare drum on 2 and 4. And then my bass drum and hi-hat are going to be playing straight notes. Let's hear what that sounds like. There you have it, man. We started with a 2/4 beat. Then we added some variations on the bass drum. And then we added a sloshy hi-hat and a washy ride. And then we took that rhythm and transferred it to the toms. So there's a whole process that took place there for us to make this beat unique and individual. I would challenge you guys to do the same thing. Come up with your own beats, your own variations. Make this your own flavor, okay? You guys, I want to take a special moment to thank our sponsor, Lushan Video and Photography. They've been wonderful throughout the whole process of LouisvilleDrummer.com building and becoming what it is, and they're going to be a part of our future as well. If you are in the Louisville area and you're in any need of video or photography services, please visit their website, lushanphotography.com. LOESCHEN photography.com. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the best on your musical endeavors. Adios, everybody.